There are codes in the operation of our bodies, in the operation of nature, in the operation of science. There's codes scattered throughout everything. You take a code about science and you can apply it to nature. You take a code about nature, a law, and you can apply it to everything. To the anatomy of bugs, to the anatomy of disease, to the anatomy of our bone structure. Everything. Everything has codes that are related. For example, if your body temperature is at 98 degrees, you are healthy, you are good. If your body temperature is at 99 degrees, you are catching a fever. If your body temperature is at 106, you're basically dead. Just a matter of what? 6 degrees, 7 degrees, something like that. 94, you're about dead. So you have this small equilibrium of existence. You eat every meal when you want to eat, equilibrium, you feel pretty good. Skip a meal and you're already all wired. You skip 2 meals, you're very wired. You skip meals for 2 days, you need to eat. And then as soon as you eat, within 10 minutes, you're back at equilibrium. Oh, I'm totally fine. Yet for 48 hours, you were, I need something. I need more than I have. And then 10 minutes, you're all good. That shows you the balance of this universe. There is such this small little scale that you're supposed to stay in for equilibrium. You can liken this to discipline and doing things you are supposed to do and aren't supposed to do. We think like maybe sex brings joy. So if sex with a bunch of people and you're way up here, you're at 106 degrees. You need to be at 98 degrees. You need the discipline to keep you at equilibrium. That's one of the very unfortunate things about today's reality is these little addiction triangles that we call phones allow you to have apps that make it to where you can have sex whenever you want. You can look at porn whenever you want. That is very destructive. That puts you at 106 degrees, which it might feel good in the moment, but once you ejaculate and reality sets in, you see you're actually below 98 degrees now. Now you're at 94. The cost of going 106 was now you're at 94 for a little while. And then you'll make it back to equilibrium. So the code is stay at equilibrium by your own volition, by your own choice. Be disciplined. Is it really discipline? Or is it just desiring to have a life that is worthwhile? When you live within your purpose, you're at 98 degrees. You're all good. When you live with a devotion to your life, when you live within the means of reality, 98 degrees, you're all good. Live with purpose. Live with discipline. Live with dedication to being who you actually are. Because when you're 106 degrees, when you're dying, that's not you. When you're at 94, that's not you. Depression is not you. Bliss is you. Love is you. Bliss is 98 degrees. Love is 98 degrees. Equilibrium is what we want. We want the balance. We want the balance of our masculine and our feminine. We want the balance of our light and our darkness. There are codes in, I need to blink. What if I stopped blinking? My eyes will dry out. I will go through severe pain and I will lose sight. I will lose light if I don't incorporate dark. I need the dark. Now I need the light. Now I need the dark. Now I need the light. And even pay attention. My eyes are in light most of the time, but they need the dark to reach equilibrium. Dark, light. Dark, light. Sometimes I need dark, light. There's codes in it. Pay attention to what's happening within your frame. You are emitting codes to yourself. You are your guru. You are speaking to yourself without you even recognizing that you're talking. We need to be quiet. We need to be mindful. We need to be conscious. What is happening around me? Onto the darkness again. We need sleep. But we stay awake longer than we go to sleep. That's a code that light is more necessary on this plane and this right now than the darkness, but the darkness is necessary. The integration of both is necessary. So we don't want to repress our shadow. We don't want to push away. We don't want to suppress the darkness. We want to look at it when it is time to look at it. And we don't want to live in it either, because you don't live sleeping. What happens if you live in sleeping? You're in a coma. That's not good either. Pay attention to the codes in everything. The inhale, the exhale. In, I receive. I am taking. I am allowing that I am taking. Now I'm allowing that I'm giving. And I'm allowing a pause in between the taking and giving to bask in the giving. Now I'm basking in the taking. So you're out of equilibrium if you can give, but you can't take. If you can give. I've had that problem before. If I can give all the time, here's my car, here's my money, here's my love, but I'm not willing to take, I'm out of equilibrium. And the universe is going to tell me that. It is going to let me know, because it is the universe's job to let me know. It needs to let me know, because me being out of balance is it being out of balance. Every time we are out of balance, it needs to send us the reminder, hey Andre, you're out of balance. Sometimes that means a car accident. Sometimes that means a ticket, because we need to take money from you. We need to knock you into balance. We need to make you feel what you need to feel to recognize that things are in disharmony. Why does this happen to me? It is so apparent when you open your eyes to the everything. But when you're only stuck on this small little scope that they tell you to look through, this little pinhole of reality, with these glasses on that tint the vision, then it's very hard to see what is happening in your life. It's hard to see the correlation of why I just got cheated on. It's hard to see the correlation of why I'm in a job I hate. Why this guy's making more money than me. But it is all so obvious and apparent as soon as you want it to be, as soon as you look at the codes that are all around you, letting you know that everything is operating different than you're taught it is operating. Take what you think you know, throw it in the trash, and then look at everything with brand new eyes, as if you were just dropped onto this earth, and you have to figure it out, because you do. You have to figure it out. Nobody's going to figure it out for you. But there are others that are out there that are helping and want to tell you as soon as you want to know. You recognize as soon as you want to know, somebody comes around and lets you know. If you haven't noticed that, then it's because you haven't developed the sensitivity to it. We want to be sensitive. We want to feel what is happening around us. And the more we want to feel, the more we feel. The more we want to feel, the more we want to know, the more opportunity we are given to know. Because God wants you to know. God wants you to want to know. But when you don't want to know, when you're unconscious, you're basically saying, I don't want to know. As soon as you're conscious, boom, it'll be dropping on you like rain. You don't even know. The raindrops are hitting all over your body. It's changing you. It's making you cold. It's overwhelming. That is how the codes are supposed to come in. We need to be in allowance of that, be in our feminine, be willing to receive the knowledge. And then we need to enter the masculine of taking the action upon that knowledge, or even just putting it to the test. God will speak to you through your own feeling codes. God will speak to you through the accident you just got into. God will speak to you through this leaf. God will speak to you through this bug that just landed on your nose. God will speak to you through any means of communication that you will allow. And that is anything. God will speak to you through a radio. God will speak to you through me right now. God is speaking to you through me right now. And is reverberating in your system because you are in alignment with it. You couldn't even be listening this far unless there is an alignment, and it is reverberating in your system, changing your DNA the same way it's doing to me. God will speak through me to speak to you, and God will speak through you so you can speak to me, so I can speak to more people, so we can awaken. Because the planet wants an awakened group of people, because the planet wants balance. It doesn't all the time want to put you into car accidents. It doesn't all the time want to get you into hard, punched in the face circumstances. It wants to give you little kisses on your forehead all the time. That's what it wants, because that's easier. Don't we want simplicity? Don't we want easy? We do. We'd rather it be easy, and it is easy. It's easy in the places that it needs to be. But you need to develop in order to be able to feel easy as easy. Because easy is not easy immediately. Bench pressing 200 pounds, that is not easy for me. I couldn't do it. It'll break my arms. But you take a bodybuilder who's been in the gym for 10 years, he'll do it cake. Easy. No problem. 20 reps. What is that to me? You know? Because he developed himself in order to feel easy as easy. So we need to expand our boundaries. Whatever's difficult is just difficult to the self right now, to the limited self, to the beginner. Let yourself begin anew. If you had to restart walking, imagine how difficult that would be. If you had to restart language, imagine how difficult that would be. What is it for a child? A few years? It is their reality. They are put here as strong conduits. They don't even think about it. They just walk within a year. Yet to us, we would be boo-hooing. We'd be crying. We'd be in turmoil. It's not their ignorance that makes them able to do it. It's that that's who they are. That's who you are. That's who your programming is. You could learn a language as easy as a child. You could re-walk as easy as a child. You could get that degree as easy as a child. You can make $20 more per hour as easy as a child starts walking. But you need to expand your boundaries. You need to remove things from your vocabulary, such as, this is hard. This is hard. I can't do it. Remove those. They don't even need to be completely removed, but you need to change what they mean within you. You need to change the definitions of what difficult is. Because those definitions are part of your program. What's difficult for me, difficult, is a different definition of what's difficult for another guy. And there's another guy who's stronger than me, and his difficult is impossible to me. There's some people that my difficult is impossible to them. We need to emit words. We need to create words. We are creators. We give away too much of our power with our lack of knowing and our lack of wanting to know. That desire, bring desire of understanding into your field. Bring desire of wisdom into your field, and wisdom will be sprinkled upon you as fast as you can receive it. And then you receive it, you integrate it, you act upon it, that masculine. You receive the wisdom, female, the inhale, and then the exhale, the masculine, the action. You go out, you do, you make, you create. You are an integrated being. So do what you must to be where you must be. What you have in your heart is not what you want, it is what you must. There are no wants, there are just must. I must be Andre. You must be you. It is your birthright. Beyond your birthright, it is your duty. It is your dharma. to be who you are. It probably took a lot for you to get into this body. It took a lot for you to make it to where you are, to grow into what you are. All of the meals, all of the lessons, all of the discipline, all that it took to walk, to talk, to go through school. You've done incredible things. Now begin doing those incredible things with a conscious mind that I can do anything. If I could learn to walk, I can do anything. If I can learn a language and I can speak to you, if I can speak to you without even speaking to you, I can look at what your body mannerisms and I can speak to you. Think of how great of a being you are, how great I am. You are great. You are greatness walking, and when you're sitting, you're greatness sitting. You are God incarnate, a little fractal of God, came here to discover, to play, to learn, to love, to accept, to give. I pray that these lessons made it into your DNA and made a shift. I love you. This is Andre the Alchemist.